Good morning, everyone! Minasan, ohayo gozaimasu! How are you doing today? So I hope you're doing great. So today, I would like to share to you a story, but this time, I would like to read it from this book. It is entitled The Green Cord by Tom Kohls. Okay, let's start. I wish I could see Jesus and talk to him right now, thought Ellen White. He would help me with my problems. I feel so sad and lonely. Just then, a door opened and a person in bright, shining garments walked into the room where Ellen was sitting. Do you wish to see Jesus? The person asked. Bring your favorite things, as many of them as you can carry, and follow me. Ellen gathered up her favorite toys and followed her guide. He led her to a steep, dangerous stairway. As she began to climb, her guide warned her, Don't look down. You might get dizzy and fall as others have. She kept looking up until they reached the last step. Leave your toys here at the door, her guide said. She put all of her favorite things in a neat little pile. Now you may come in, said her guide. They walked into the room. On the other side of the room was Jesus. His face was shining, and as he looked at her, she was sure he knew everything she thought or felt. This made her afraid, and she tried to cover her eyes. Just then, Jesus walked over to Ellen and tenderly put his hand on her head and said, Don't be afraid, Ellen. The sound of his voice made her very happy. Come, he said, and I will show you what I have prepared for my friends. Ellen saw the throne of God. Out of the throne ran a pure river of water. She saw what she thought at first were two trees, one on each side of the river. But when she looked again, she noticed that the two trunks united at the top in one tree. She was told that this was the tree of life. Then Ellen saw houses that shone like polished silver. In each house was a golden shelf for Jesus' friends to set their crowns on. All around the houses were fields full of flowers. She picked some of them and exclaimed, They will never fade. Then she walked through the forest, but the forest wasn't dark like those of earth, but full of light. The animals all lived together happily. As Ellen walked by, the animals were not afraid, but followed her. In the distance was Mount Zion, and around it stood 7 other mountains covered with roses and lilies. Jesus explained that in the new earth, little children in the group could climb, or, if they wanted, could use their little wings and fly to the top of the mountains and pick the beautiful flowers. At last, Jesus led Ellen to where she saw a table of pure silver many miles long. It was covered with fruit from the tree of life, as well as manna, almonds, grapes, and other kinds of food. She asked, Jesus, may I please have some of the fruit? But Jesus answered, Not now, Ellen. Those who eat of this fruit don't go back to earth anymore. But in a little while, if you are faithful, you shall both eat of the fruit of the tree of life and drink of the water of life. For now, you must go back to earth and tell others what I have shown you. Jesus looked lovingly at Ellen, and his smile made her glad. Then her angel guide opened the door, and they went out and she picked up her belongings. Take this with you. said her guide as he handed her a green cord. Keep it close to your heart. It is the cord of faith. Whenever you need Jesus, take the cord and stretch it out. Never let it get tangled or knotted up. Ellen went back down the narrow stairs. She told everyone she met what she had seen. And when someone was sad, she would say, I know how you feel, but cheer up. Jesus is coming soon, and he will take us to heaven where we will never be sad. Now, friends, have you ever wished to see Jesus? Did you ever wonder how heaven will look like? Isn't it wonderful that we have a promise that we can be together in heaven? And not only that, that we will have houses that are silver, streets of gold, and we have all the delicious food. We can also play with the animals that we can just see in the zoo. We can also pick flowers that will never die. But you know what? The most important thing is we will see Jesus in heaven, because heaven won't be heaven if we don't have Jesus Christ there. That is why our goal is not only to get to heaven, but to be with Jesus. And to be with Jesus, we have to be more like Jesus. Now there will come a time that all of the suffering will end, all of the pain will end, and there will be no more death. And we can see that in Revelation 21:4. It says,
And God will wipe away every tear from their eyes. There shall be no more death, nor sorrow, nor crying. There shall be no more pain, for the former things have passed away.
right now, maybe it's so hard to think about heaven, especially with what is going on with the world, with coronavirus and everything. But I pray, dear friends, that you will hold into this promise in the Bible that we will see Jesus again and that he is coming soon. And you know that it is promised for all of us, that he doesn't want anyone to perish. And that is why he wants us to prepare our hearts for his soon coming. And I pray that not only you will prepare yourself, but you will help others as well. You will share to other people this good news of Jesus coming back soon. And I pray that we will be able to continue with our faith until Jesus will return. Thank you for watching, and may God bless you all.